This week my channel hit a major milestone. I am now more than halfway to 1,000 subscribers. Also, one of my older videos got more than 15 times the views, and I got my first hate comments. In a second, I will show you the numbers inside YouTube Studio, but the real story this week is how one video that totally looked dead in the water suddenly came back to life because of one small but effective strategy. So here's what we'll cover in this video. How did one video go from 33 views to over 500 views? Am I actually on track to reach monetization in 10 weeks? And what did I learn from handling my first negative comments? Hey, I am Tess. If you're new here, I am documenting my journey toward monetizing this YouTube channel, sharing all of the highs, the lows, and everything I wish I had known starting out. Let's dive into week 7. So this week, the video that I had talked about last week that kind of went viral, it got like 1.8 thousand views, kept getting views, and now it has over 8,000 views, which is amazing. But honestly, the bigger story is how that momentum spilled over into other videos on my channel. But there was one video in particular that started with 33 views in the first week. So I just thought it was a big flop, and it just kind of sat there for a while. But I added it as an end card to this viral video, and that's when it really started picking up steam. And so I'll share more about that hack and why I picked that video, even though I thought it was a flop. And then I uploaded a new video, which was the menopause official hell no list. And that one got 269 views, which is not viral or anything like that, but it was still a lot more than I had been getting in previous weeks. So the momentum is real, but how does that stack up against my monetization goals? Well, let's hop into YouTube Studio and see. So before we get into the metrics, please take a moment to hit subscribe and help me meet my goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers within 10 weeks. I've got 3 more weeks to go, and I'm hoping to get there so I could use your help. Thank you. Okay, so we're here in YouTube Studio. I'm going to show you what the metrics look like and how close I am to getting monetized. So I have actually first selected the week that was last week, just so we could look at last week's numbers first. So last week I got 10.4 thousand views, which is definitely the most I've gotten so far in any one week. Watch time hours 504.6, which is also the most I've gotten. And I picked up 352 subscribers. So that was just, wow. I was pretty blown away by that. And that was mostly due to that viral video. Now I'm going to show you going into content. So this was the video that went viral. This is the video that kind of went mini viral a few weeks ago. Not as good as this one though. And then this video here is the one that suddenly picked up steam. Let me click on it. So you'll see right here, this was the first week, and it had 33 views in the first week. And then I posted that video right around here or so, and you'll see it just started picking up. I will tell you more about my strategy after we talk about the metrics here. But I was really pleased to see this video that I really thought was dead suddenly start doing well. So even if you think a video is dead, it might not be. It can absolutely come back to life, and I'm going to show you how in just a minute. All right, so now I'm going to show you my metrics tracker. This is where I track week to week what's going on, just to see where I am toward monetization. So this here is total watch hours. I'm at 765.9 watch hours. I need 4,000. So I am not even a quarter of a way there, even with that viral video. But I will say this is the first time it feels like it could be in reach. I will probably need another viral video, or I'm going to need some other videos to start doing really well in order to get there in 3 weeks, but it's possible. It's maybe possible. Subs, if I keep going at this rate, last week I had 195 subs, and then this week I had 533 subs. If I keep going at that rate, then I think that getting the 1,000 subscribers is more likely than getting the watch hours. But you never know. YouTube is very fickle, and it's a roller coaster. Everything could just die next week, and who knows? So let's see what happens. And so now my tip of the week is going to be about how I revived a video that I thought was a total flop into something that turned out to be much more successful. Don't give up on a video too soon. Use data to make smart decisions. So this video actually had a low click-through rate. It was like 2.8. And even, in that first week, I had changed the thumbnail and changed the title a few times to try to bring it up. And the reason I did that is because one thing I did notice is that it had a high average view duration, meaning a lot of people were watching the full video. This is also known as viewer retention. And this video was close to 60%. So close to 60% of people were watching the whole video, which is higher than most videos. So given that data, I thought, okay, I'm gonna put this as the end card on my viral video. I didn't know it was gonna be viral, but I kind of had planned for it to do well, and I really hoped that it would, and it was related. This video was related to the viral video, so it was kind of a natural segue. And I thought, if this one video gets a lot of views, then it could really bump up the views on this other video, and it did. So that old video got 15 times the views. It went from 33 views to over 500, and it still keeps getting views. And then based on that data, I just changed the thumbnail again, because the click-through rate had gone up to like 3.5%, but because the performance of the video, the view duration was so high, I thought it could do better. So I changed the thumbnail again just like 2 days ago. So we'll see how it goes. So the lesson is that data doesn't have to be boring. Use it to your benefit. So if a video looks promising and it has a high average view duration, try to find ways to get more eyes on that video, promote it somehow, and maybe change the thumbnail and the title if that is what's the problem. The data is your friend and it can multiply your momentum. Okay, so a little real talk now. This week I had I guess we'd call it a rite of passage. I had my first negative comments. And no, they didn't feel good, of course, but it's part of being a YouTuber, isn't it? So how do you deal with it? You respond respectfully and then move on. And that's what I did. And honestly, that's part of growth on YouTube. If nobody's criticizing you, then nobody's watching either, probably. And not everyone's gonna like you, and that's okay. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. No big deal. And while it feels uncomfortable the moment you read them, honestly, nothing bad happens. You just deal with them and then you move on. The world keeps spinning. And honestly, I got way more positive comments than negative comments. So that's what you got to focus on. So if you want to see whether I can hit my goal of reaching monetization in 10 weeks, stick around. I'll have a new video next week. There's a playlist below you can check out to see all of the videos in this series, or you can click on this video here for more. And tell me in the comments, have you ever had a video that looked dead to you suddenly come back to life? I would love to hear that story. All right, thank you so much for watching, and remember, you're a bad mamma jamma. See you in the next video.